Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Clarabelle. I am so delighted to be back again on YouTube. Happy 2022. Today I'm going to be talking about intentional parenting. Let's have a conversation. Come here, all moms, okay? Come, let's talk. Let's talk to ourselves. As a parent, we don't know it all. There's no manual for being the best parent. I know I did a video one time when I talked about old school mom and new school mom, and I deleted that video because it didn't really come out the way I wanted. I feel like why I decided to talk about intentional parenting, I feel like a lot of us, and I'm talking, when I say a lot of us, I'm inclusive on this topic. Okay, so I'm not here, I'm just what I've noticed and where I feel like I think we are going wrong in this generation of parenting. What I've really noticed, back in the days, it took a community to raise children. I remember, let me give you an instance, let me give you an example. I remember going to church one day because I was my parents, I was in choir. So I remember going to church one day and I was coming back from church. There's this guy that was chasing after me that was, wanted to be my boyfriend at that time. So he would come and walk me, try to talk to me after church. And so we're just standing somewhere, not too, like in a dark. It was just somewhere because it was late at night. It was like around 7 p.m. So I was coming back from church and he was, standing somewhere waiting on me and we're just talking. And I remember one of my auntie, I call her my auntie, but she's our church member. In fact, she saw me standing there in the dark talking to a guy. She doesn't even know if the guy is my brother. She wasn't interested to know who that person was. But of course she knows that's not my brother because she knows my brothers. And the next thing she did was, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, let's think. I'm talking. He said, "No, okay, go, Ngwa. Let me see your, let me see your back. Just keep going." And I left. It took a village because she didn't have to wait for my parents to come and talk to me. She was not blinded by saying, "I'm just going to mind my business and just be going." What's my business? She made sure that she wasn't interested in what conversation, but just standing there in the dark talking to a guy, it's not accepted. And she said, "What are you doing there? Is this the church your parents sent you? Next time, let me see you standing there." In fact, some of them would spank you from that place. And my mom wasn't there, my parents weren't there, but she stood up for them on behalf of them. That was what I was talking about. If she had gone to my mom, which I was sure she did, she had gone to my mom and told my mom said, "We're done. Did you beat her? Why didn't you spank her?" My parents would thank her for doing that. But what I've noticed in this generation is that many parents, especially moms, they don't even want you to chastise their children. They don't want you to talk about their kids. So everybody are now living in a world where, let me mind my business. So let me stay on my own. But that's not how it should be. I should be the one standing. When I say a child, someone that knows my child, in fact, I'm still that kind of parent. If you see my child in a place that in a place where she shouldn't be, or he shouldn't be, and you do not take that responsibility to stand on my behalf there, then if you come to me and say, why didn't you do that, I'll be so mad at you, because I feel like it takes a community. And even in schools, parents are not even allowing teachers to do their jobs. Your child will come to you and tell you, "One teacher did this," you go to school and start fighting. "Nobody should touch my child for me. I will not take that." I feel like we need to change that orientation. I'm so much aware that, there's some teachers that are doing the most, there's some people that are doing the most, but I appreciate those that gives you like feedback about your children, even sharing advices. Some parents, we're not even open to hear advices. If another person tells you, "Okay, why is your daughter wearing this? I don't think it's a good thing." Leave her. It's my daughter. I know how to do parents. We take things so personal. We're not open to corrections. I just feel like we need to change that orientation. Okay, I'm talking to all of us. Okay, all of us as women, we need to start doing that. Social media is a good thing. As much as it is a good thing, it's also a very bad thing. And I feel like at this point, I'm beginning to think that social media, the bad supersedes the good. Okay, whilst the good is good because it creates awareness, you're able to get information about something. But when it comes to children, I think it's not a good thing for our children. So we as parents have to be guided. We have to guide our children, because I don't understand why you would just let your children be nonchalant with things like that. You let them watch things, you give them easy access to things. Let's begin to monitor their process. Whatever they're doing, let's monitor them. Let's monitor their phones. Let's monitor. If it means us not giving them phone, yes, it's okay. We don't have to normalize the norm. This is the new generation. You see some parents say, is their generation, let them have it. No, let's begin to go back to how we're raised, because we've lost our values. These children are so addicted to a lot of things because they have easy access to these things. Even when they have phones, make sure that you have parental control over those devices. It is so important to be intentional about their life, because I feel like the devil is after our kids, and we're allowing these things. You see parents that these days will normalize. You see parents that allow their children at 10 or 9, they are dancing very sexy online, and we applaud them, say, hey, get them. And we see these things, we think it's normal. No, it's not normal. A child at 8 has nothing to do with dancing, sexy and all that. No. An 8-year-old child does not have a business doing that. You see parents who paint their children's face with makeup. I remember my daughter, if you have a girl child, you know this, a lot of us go through it. When I'm doing my makeup, my daughter is there, she's looking at me, she can't wait. I know she cannot wait to start doing makeup. She's always there. So she's like, hey, mommy, this is your mascara, this is your this. She wants to do this, she wants to do that. I always tell her, there is time for everything. When your time comes, you will do it. There are things that I didn't know when before now. There are things that I didn't know growing up, and I'm so grateful to start knowing them when I knew them. Because I feel like there's no innocent child. We'll be lying to ourselves if we think that 5-year-old does not know what it means to be intimate. They know these things. So how can we guide their hearts? How can we protect them from this kind of things? We have to be intentional about choices. Let's stop celebrating children at 8 that are dancing like an adult. Even me as an adult, I can't even shake like them. You see them shaking and we applaud and say, hey, get them. Let's stop exposing our children to these things. Let's be intentional. Let's know that there's time and place for everything. You see them, you see parents painting their children's faces, putting lashes on their children's eyes. Even at 10, they look older, they look like they're in their 20s. And we see these things, we applaud them. We are our own problems. Women, let's start telling ourselves the truth. There is time and place for everything. My daughter knows that. She knows. And I always tell her, we are not perfect. I am not perfect. I'm still learning. But I'm doing my best to be intentional about my parenting. At this time in my life, I'm more appreciative of how we're brought up. A lot of us were brought up like that. Let every child wait for their time. Be intentional about how many children you genuinely can take care of. I can't emphasize this enough. I noticed that even in my culture in Nigeria, we have children that we're not capable of taking care of. Taking care of children goes beyond just the financial aspect of having children. Financial is there, and which is one of the biggest part of it. But emotional capacity, being present in your children's life, how many of these children can you handle? Let's start normalizing having children based on your capacity, even financially. Back in the days, I hear parents say, oh, God will provide. See, the world have gone past that. If you having 2 children are the ones you are capable of taking care of, let's start from there. Have 2 children. It is not a crime. There's no place that is written that if you don't have 5 children, you've not lived. Let's start normalizing that. I feel like because a lot of people have children, they are not mentally ready to take care of. They are not present in their children's life. We're so busy pursuing other things while we leave the things that are so important. I always tell myself, if at the end of the day we make all this money, we jump from here to here, and our legacy is nothing to write home about, who failed? So as parents, if you're not able to take care of 4 kids, please do not start having 4 kids and be saying, God will take care of them. God will provide. You don't have money. Your husband's income. Your income does not match you guys having 4 children. Let's be intentional about having these conversations. 2 or 3 maximum that you can take care of. If you're able to take care of 4 children, genuinely take care of them and being present in their life, please do so. If you're able to take care of 6, do so. If you're capable. I've always been a big believer of spending quality time with children, being present in their lives. A lot of parents don't do that these days. We are busy running. Some people don't even know the activities their children are in school. They don't bother. How many kids are we truly capable of taking care of? So we can start building great legacy, children that will not just have them as picture, we take big family, but we are intentionally, mentally, emotionally, financially ready to give them the best quality of life, not just quality of life, in every aspect of life. So I've come to the end of my video today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Until I go, like I always do, you are valuable, you are beautiful, you are smart, you are intelligent, you're kind. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. Until then, I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.